Hello, everyone. Hi, my good friend, Mr. Luke. How are you today?
I'm good. It seems we're back again. We're back again with another product launch, and yeah, it's always good doing these. It's always exciting.
Yeah. It's always really good to know, something new and something exciting that we are all coming up with. And we have a lot of our fans who has joined us today. So just let me just say hello to some of these guys first. Wow, there's so many people. Okay. Ta, 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 ta. So let's see. So we have Aquino Squad. He said
Nice.
hi from the Philippines. Hi Aquino. Hi Warner. Hi everyone. Hi team. So the announcement pic on Facebook Forza 150 cool. I hope it's the same size as 60. Well, this is something that you will be finding out very, very shortly. All right. Hi, hello to John DRG. Hello to
Nice.
Tim Bart again. And hello to Luke. Okay.
How you doing?
And we have Gary Young here. We have Kamed. We have hello Eldron. We have Giovanni Chow. Yep. We have Bastian Chilaux.
Bastian, how you
We
doing,
have
Bastian?
so many people here today, and thank you so much for taking the time to join us today in another really special day where we have actually launched the new Forza 150. How cool is that? All right,
Yeah,
so let's see some
super.
comments here. What do you guys think about the Forza 150? What do you guys think, in terms of the form factor, in terms of the features? Any guess like what is new on the Forza 150? Let's see some comments over here.
Yeah,
All right, we
the YouTube comment section is amazing. I've actually got my phone on in the corner, and I'm kind of checking out the comment feeds, and it's a really cool feature. So if you are watching, like, head into the comments and just add your opinion, kind of interact with the community. It's a great feature.
Yeah, awesome. So I think we're starting to do a little more on our YouTube channel. And if you happen to have any friends on our Facebook page or on our Instagram, do get them to join us here on our YouTube channel. And this is where all the fun is going to happen today. Okay, so I think without further ado, let us first of all share with everyone the TVC that is created by our amazing team on the Forza 150, and we'll have a look at it, and we'll see what is installed on the new Forza 150. All right. So without further ado, let's have a look at the video. All right. So, what do you guys think about the Forza 150? If you guys have, picked up some parts of the video, you probably already know what are some of the new features that comes with the new Forza 150. All right. So, let us see what you guys have. So, all right. So we have a lot of friends that are joining us. Okay. So I think without further ado, let me just first start off with some presentation of the features, the new features of the Forza 150. All right. Okay. And I promise I won't take too long this time. Okay, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so okay, I can't see my screen, but anyways, if you guys can see the full PowerPoint presentation, just let me know, and Luke will be sharing some things on his side as well. Okay, so this is the all new Forza 150. All right, so if you look at the form factor, I think you probably already know it's pretty much the same as the older version of the Forza 60. And in today's presentation, I will be sharing with you a little bit of what is in the box, what it comes in the back, as well as some of the new features and functions. And also, we have a few new accessories for the Forza 150 as well. Okay, so this is the entire Forza family. And I mean, if you guys have already known some of the older versions of the Forza family, and the Forza 150 is a new addition to our Forza family. So now you can see we have a total of 7 Forza lights in our Forza family series. All right, so how cool is that? Okay, so let me quickly just share with you what it comes in the box. My good friend here, Luke, will share with you live in terms of what it actually comes with. But I'll just quickly go through in terms of some of the items that comes with the box itself. So it comes with the 150, the Forza 150. It comes with a power adapter. It comes with a power cable, which is 4.5 meter. It comes with a reflector, and this time around, it comes with a Bowens adapter as well. All right, and also a carrying bag, which is I think one of the favorite part of the accessory among all the lights itself, and also a user manual and a DMX reference guide. Okay, so the next part is some of the features and the new functions of the Forza 150. So now on the Forza 150 at 1 meter with reflector, uh, we have this lux of 27,960. Okay, so at the weight of the Forza 150 is weighing in at just about 1.36 kilograms. Okay, so it's a very, very small and compact, COB LED lights as well. Okay, and it has a daylight range of CCT of 5600 Kelvin, and also an average CRI of 96, and also an average TLCI of 98. And we have also a lot of new built-in effects on the Forza 150. So now on the Forza 150, there are a total of 11 built-in effects. Comparing to the older Forza 60, where there are only 4 built-in effects. Okay, so now on the Forza 150, there are actually multiple ways of controlling the light itself. So we have a onboard control, which you can see that the interface is a little bit different. So Luke will share a little bit more of what are some of the new functions, features on the control panel itself. And it can be also controlled with our older 2.4G remote control, as well as the new Nanlink app. Okay. And lastly, definitely, the Forza 150 is now able to control using DMX or RDM control. So you can actually do a lot more creative effects with multiple lighting setups. Also, one of the new, I would say, upgraded feature on the Forza 150 is that now it has a really, really quiet fan. Um, we have tested it, and we have actually even like placed the lights with the fan facing to like a lapel mic next to the lapel mic, and it doesn't pick up the fan noise. So I'm really, really amazed and really surprised that the fan noise is super, super quiet right now. So we'll see it in a bit where Luke will show some demonstration. Okay, and what is one of the most important accessory is the carry case itself. I think a lot of you guys have been sharing with us and commenting that I think you guys all love the bags, and this is probably one of the highlights as well. So the carrying case for the Forza 150 is very small as well, as you can see here. So it's pretty much similar to the Forza 60, but it's just like it's slightly bigger than the Forza 60. So it's still a very compact and small carry case. Okay, so some of the new accessories that comes with or are available optional for the Forza 150 are the Bowens adapter, like I mentioned earlier on. So now the Forza 150 actually comes with the Bowens adapter. So because the Forza 150 is not, it doesn't come with the Bowens mount. So you will still need to have a Bowens adapter to attach some of your other Bowens mount, modifiers or other accessories as well. And it also has optional softbox like the lantern, the parabolic softbox. You can use the FL11 Fresnel lens or the projection attachment, which previously you have actually used for your Forza 60. Sorry, give me a minute. All right. So other than all the accessories that I mentioned earlier on, you can also actually mount on like Bowens mount accessory with the Bowens adapter that's included in the Forza 150. So you can mount other Bowens mount modifiers and accessories like the lantern softbox, the other bigger parabolic softbox, even like umbrellas or strip softboxes. Okay. And also, there are some other V-mount battery options that it's available for you to actually to mount it on the Forza 150. And one of the new accessories that we have is actually the V-mount battery grip. So the V-mount battery grip is different from the ones that you have or for the Forza 60 because the power source now is different comparing to the Forza 60. So on the Forza 150, the power source is actually, or I would say the power connection is actually using a 4-pin XLR connector. All right, so it's different from the ones that you have for the Forza 60. So we do have a V-mount battery grip that we will be launching as well very, very soon. So you can keep a lookout for the battery grip as well. So, yep, cool. So that is pretty much what I have for the presentation. Awesome.
Nice.
I
Good
am
work.
10 minutes in. So, yeah. All right, cool. So at this point, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, do feel free to comment on the YouTube chat box, and our team will reply to any of the questions really, really soon. And I think there is one of the things that the highlights for today is that I've not mentioned earlier on is that we will be giving away one set of the Forza 150 today at the end of this live stream. All right, so stay tuned. Listen up to what we have to say because we're going to ask a simple question based on what Luke and myself will be talking about today, and you'll stand a chance to win this new Forza 150. All right, cool. Okay, so we have a couple of questions here. I think our team will probably help to answer, but maybe just let me keep look out for some of the maybe more important questions. So yeah, we have someone here who says Andrew Murphy shares that the FL11 fits the light. So it's basically a mount for the Forza 60. So you can actually use the FL11.
So just as a reminder as well, just so people are aware, after we do this live, we're going to be migrating the conversation to our Facebook community. So if you've got any like really technical questions, we'll be able to show those. Because I saw one of the questions in there was, I wonder what the light output is with the FL11. So we've got all those stats available. So afterwards, we're going to do a live Q&A, so you can come and join us, and we can answer those in as much detail as you possibly need.
Yep, awesome, cool. Yep, so like what Luke has mentioned, do join us again on our Facebook group later on after this live stream. And if you have any questions, we'll create an event on our Facebook group and we can actually have an open discussion there. Like if you have more questions that you want to ask. Okay, cool. So now I will not take up our dear friend Luke's time. So Luke, take it away.
Amazing. Alvin, that was great as ever. Thank you so much for taking us through the presentation. If there's any information that anyone feels wasn't covered, like we said, we're going to have a Facebook conversation afterwards in our community. So if you're watching and you're not part of the community, get over there now and get yourself prepared because we'll be answering those questions. So my job is to take you through the unboxing and to show you kind of what it comes with and just take you through a comparison of the 150 versus the 60 versus the 200. So I'm going to swap to my overhead camera and show you basically what comes in the kit bag. So give us 2 seconds. So here we go, the kit bag, and I'll move my phone, otherwise you'll get a feed and a feed and a feed. So here is the kit bag, and in true Nanlite fashion, it's a high quality kit bag as you'd come to imagine. So this is going to allow you to get to and from jobs like no problem at all. So it's going to be robust enough to kind of carry you through. If you didn't know what these guys do at the top, this is allowing you to carry a light travel stand. Like, this is designed to be out and about, kind of setting up quickly, allowing you to turn over work quickly. So having a light travel stand on top of here as well adds to that convenience. So if we unzip and have a little look at what we've got inside. So obviously I've taken away all the plastic and the bubble wrap and stuff to look what protects it in transit, but this is what you'll end up with. So you've got an additional carry strap here, and this will become your shoulder strap. So it helps bear the weight of the case if you want to put it over your shoulder and carry extra stuff in your hands. Then we have the Forza 150 reflector, and then we've got some power cables. So I'll take this guy out first, so the Forza 150, and we'll show you more details of this in a second. You've got, as Alvin mentioned, your DMX reference and your manual guide, and then also some social media details. So if you want to follow us on socials, we're all there. Our hard reflector, which is this is what would come with the 60. It's exactly the same. What you can do is, if you wanted to customize this case, these things pull away. So you could put the FL11 in there if you didn't want to take the hard reflector, and then therefore you've got an even more powerful light. Because we know with powerful lights, most people tend to diffuse them or put them through scrims. So therefore the FL11 is a great option, and there's space within the case to do that. As Alvin mentioned, we have the FM adapter, which is going to allow you to basically step up from the FM to a Bowens modifier. And I'll show you that now. So basically, I've got one kind of prepared off screen. So if I just pull this round. So this here is our Bowens step up. That would just slide onto our traditional kit, clips that into place like so. And then there you go, you're good to go. And that's just going to allow you to use that whole array of Bowens modifiers and a whole lot more. So back to inside. So we've got our adapter, and then we have our power solution. So as Alvin mentioned, this is a 4-pin XLR. Now, this is better because we're talking about more wattage. We're going from 60 to 150. What this does is gives you more security. So this pins into place as opposed to just being a DC that can be kind of snagged sometimes. So this is going to be holding it into place just to make sure it's secure. So that's that. And then obviously you would have your power cable as well. So that covers everything that comes in the box. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this and show you some comparisons between the 60, the 200 and the 150. So if we just move this aside for just a brief second, and what I'm going to show you now is the comparison. So we have the 150 here. Let me just move this stuff out of eye shot. So we have the 150 here. We have the 60 here, and then we have the 200 here. So in terms of the footprint, you can kind of get an idea of where they are. And if I turn that way, you can kind of see the size difference. So 60, 150, 200. And in comparison, they're quite... There is a great alignment in terms of how these all look together. So they all stack. It's a great footprint and very light as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away the 200 briefly, because the 200 is the one that's quite different in this whole setup. This is the one that would come with this separate power pack. Where the 150 doesn't have that, it's more similar to the Forza 60. So we've got those two there. This is the 60. This is the 150. Now, if you look at the difference in size, this is 2.3 times brighter, and it's a fraction of the size bigger, which is, a really great boasting point. In terms of let's have a little look at it. So our COB, I'll just quickly show you that. So if I show you those guys there, so the COB system, just so we don't get any reflection, there's a glass plate sat over the top of there as well. So we know sometimes if you're using outdoors, bugs can kind of creep in there. So there's a plate over there to protect that. So it's a slightly bigger COB on there, still using the ML mount. Then we've obviously got our safety catches here, which will allow you to move it. The difference from this to the 200 is this is an L bracket. So we can see there, if I move it that way, you can see that this is an L bracket. There's the L shape you can see along there. And that's just going to make it convenient to use one-handed. So once that goes on the stand, you twist that up and down and away you go, as having to use two knobs either side of it. Because it's a smaller unit, we want to be acting on it faster and using it a little bit more easily. So then we look at the back of the system. And in terms of the things that's slightly different, if I show you the 60 in comparison, the one big thing you'll notice is we now have a mode button. Let me just angle my light slightly better so you can see a little bit more. There we go. So you can see here on the 150, there is now a mode button. And what that was is because we got some feedback from customers that pushing this in to access the mode sometimes wasn't the greatest functionality. So we've now added that mode key on there as well. We've got a dial up, dial down, the 4-pin XLR, and then we have a USB slot here, which is going to be for firmware updates. And then we have the on off button followed by the 3.5 XLR kind of input. So slightly different in terms.
To interrupt you for a while, you might want to turn the light the other way. It's upside down.
Oh, is it? Hey, there we go. My bad. Sorry. Apologies, everyone, if you were looking at that upside down. So I'll go over that again, doing it upside down. So power up, power down. Mode button, which allows us to move in and move out of all the functions a little bit easier in comparison to what we've had with the 60. We have our USB slot there for firmware updates, and we all know how to do those quite well now. Our 4-pin XLR in, we have our on-off switch and our 3.5mm for the DMX, and that's going to allow you to control it there. Menu is obviously very similar to the 60 as well. So as a comparison, that's kind of what we're looking at there. Let me get them up the right way. So that's what we're looking at as a comparison. Now, from a footprint perspective, considering this is 2.3 times brighter, I think that's quite a considerable kind of trade-in. You know, the amount of power you're getting for the slight increase in size is fantastic. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to swap to my other cam, and there's a couple of things I wanted to show. So let's have a look at that footprint again. And it helps by stacking them because you kind of get an idea. If you've got the 60, if you've got the 200, you can then kind of visualize where the 150 would fit in. So pop these all like that. And that gives you an idea. Let me just take off this cap. So there we go. That's kind of the lineup really in terms of our mobile Forza systems, like, you know, 60, 150 and the 200. Now, one of the last things I want to show you is we spoke about the fan noise. So I'm going to quickly turn the system on and I'm going to switch it on, turn it to full brightness, and you guys can have a little listen to see what you pick up, which I think is one of the great features. And just as a quick one, in terms of lux outputs, so the 60 is like 18,000 lux, 18,850. The 200 is 37,540, and then the 150 is the 27,000. You know, that's the lux. So it sits perfectly between those two. So we swap this one out. Just need to grab my power pack. I'll just put these guys over there. And then what we'll do is I've got a power cable set up all here ready to go. So I'm just going to switch this on. Make sure our unit is switched off before we plug the cable in. Yep, we're good. That XLR goes in. And as I said, you've got that security. So it's going to get quite bright now. So I do apologize. So this is at 99%. I'm just going to switch that. You can have a little look there. You can see that it's at 100%. And let's just place it near my mic. Do you hear that, Alvin? Are you picking up any audio from that?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to pick that up, but I can't. I know. I'm really amazed by how quiet the fan is actually on the Forza 150. It's amazingly quiet.
The thing is with these lights is, you know, they use a lot of energy, and with using a lot of energy, the byproduct is always going to be heat. So with a lot of these products that are currently in the market, some of the feedback is the fan noise. You know, you want to be using them in close proximity, close quarters. You know, you're going to be tested for kind of like the audio or the acoustics of the room. So you need a device to be quiet, and a lot of them have struggled to do that in the past. Whereas here we've taken kind of like the right steps to get the audio down to as low as possible and still have that power output. So for people that are concerned about doing like interviews and worried about audio and stuff like that, you know that you've got a safe bet here in terms of being able to produce a lot of light and also be quiet in doing the process, which I think is like a great feature to shout about. So that's kind of my part covered in terms of the unboxing, the differences between the 60, 150 and the 200, and yeah, a little bit of a test on the audio. So I'm interested to see what you think. So pop them into the comments, and yeah, we'll talk about it.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Luke, for sharing all these, really, really cool features. I think we have a couple of questions here, but I
Sure.
think our team has answered most of your questions. Yeah, so if you have any questions, do feel free to leave our comments, and we have a group of our really awesome team that will be replying to some of your questions. Okay, I think since we have a little bit of time, I would also like to share. Give me a sec. I would like to share that we can actually connect this the Forza 150 to the application as well, to the new Nanlink app. So let me allow me to share my screen. Okay, so maybe I need to do it this way. So sorry, Luke, I have to bring you out for a while. Okay, so yeah, so this is the Nanlink app. So for those of you who have already downloaded the Nanlink app, this is how the interface looks like. So I've already created a scene and I've also added the Forza 150 onto the Nanlink app. And you can actually control the Forza 150. It's readily available. So when you purchase the Forza 150, you can immediately connect the onto the app itself. So same thing, you can actually play around. There are 11 effects for you to choose from. So like paparazzi, or you can choose like welding effects over here. I can see on my back here. Yeah. And then yeah, we can actually change the daylight mode. You can bring it up. Whoa, whoa, okay, it's a bit too bright. Okay, yeah, we can actually turn it down. You can dim it. So yeah, pretty cool. So the Forza 150 comes with the new firmware on the Forza 150, which you can readily connect to the Nanlink app, without having to update any firmwares itself. So just wanted to share with everyone about this. Okay, cool.
Amazing.
So yep, I'll bring you back again, Luke. Okay,
Cheers.
cool.
I noticed there was a couple of questions in the YouTube feed, and I just wanted to answer one of them. So, Gary basically said about like unplugging the power and making sure it was switched on and off. Like, I'm quite OCD with like my power and cables and stuff, and I just think a good process, like it's not going to cause any damage. But say, for instance, there was, like extra voltage floating around in your house system or something like that. Like if there was an abnormality in the system and you plug that in, of course something's going to trip. So I always think the best thing to do is allow the power packs and the ballast to take the burden of stuff like that. Make sure the unit is switched off, plug it all in, and then switch it on. It's just good protocol.
Yeah, yeah, cool, cool. Thanks for sharing that.
All
So
right.
yeah, so I think it's really exciting. I think a few of the highlights on the new Forza 150 is definitely the power source. Comparing to like the slightly bigger Forza 200, which comes with like a ballast, a battery pack. So in terms of the Forza 150, it has pretty much the same like a DC power source from the Forza 60. So it's very compact and it's actually very small. And I think the Forza 150. I think many of you guys might be asking, like, where can I position the Forza 150 in the entire Forza family? And you might be wondering, like, I may have the Forza 60, or I may already have the Forza 200. So why do I need the Forza 150? So just a quick, share that I feel that the Forza 150 sits in really well as a sort of like a run and gun kind of lights. Like traditionally we have the Forza 60, which a lot of you guys love to bring it out, for your shoots because it's so small, it's so light and compact. So you guys would want to bring it out for a lot of your shoots outdoor. But then again, because the Forza 60, it's only about like 70 watts, so it's not really that powerful. So if you want to use it for like an outdoor shoot, it may not be strong enough, or it may not be powerful enough for you to do some of your outdoor shoots. But the Forza 150, it's actually like what Lucas mentioned earlier on. It's like 2.3 times more powerful than Forza 60, and if you were to bring it like outdoor shoots, it would definitely be much more powerful. compared to the Forza 60. And in terms of the form factor, um, it's just only a slight difference from the Forza 60. So it's still very small and very lightweight. So I think the Forza 150 would be, in terms of the positioning of the Forza family series, I think it will be an upgrade of a run and gun solution from your Forza 60. So I think this is where, in terms of the positioning of the Forza 150 in the Forza family, it's pretty much for you to bring out for more like an outdoor shoot or sort of like a run and gun shoot where you need to have something light and small and something easy and fast to set up.
Yeah, spot on. And I guess one point for me to add on as well would be, I think the introduction of DMX and RMX, like that is phenomenal for a product in this kind of category. Normally, products of this tier, they don't kind of get involved in setups like that involve DMX and stuff along those lines. So you have to use them separately, like either for an application or through sort of another setup. But being able to integrate them means that, like, yes, it's going to be amazing at running and gunning and for the one man bands and stuff. But if you do have the opportunity to take it onto a bigger, more complex set, you're not going to be limited in doing so. And that rarely happens for products at this point, because they tend to feel that, they're not of the scale to do it. We're saying we've got a product that's got scalability from the the one man kind of run and gun all the way through to top end production, which I think for me is super, super, super impressive. You saw in our TVC that it fully connects into a DMX setup. And, I think that's super exciting. It rarely happens with products like this. So I'm probably most excited about that, definitely.
Yep, awesome, awesome. Yep, and we have one comment here from Kim, and he's saying that he's sure that Andrew Locke will love the DMX control. Yeah, yeah, I think Andrew will probably like the DMX control. Is he can do a lot of things with the DMX control, and it's really cool now that we have the DMX control available on the Forza 150, so you can actually do a lot more really creative stuff. Okay, so I think that is pretty much what we have today. So it's not really a whole new product, but it's sort of like an addition to our Forza family, which helps you to solve some of your problems. Like as I was mentioning, if you would you're more of like the on the go kind of shooter, and you want something lightweight and compact but yet powerful, I think the Forza 150 is a very good solution for you. So this is an additional solution, to our entire Forza family. Okay, so now I think a lot of you guys are probably waiting for this. So it's going to be our giveaway where we will be giving away the one set of the Forza 150. All right. So who wants to win? Who wants to win this? Come on, come on. Let us know who wants to win this.
So in terms of winning it, if like, what's the value of it? Like, how much does it cost? Like, not that we're hoping that they go and sell it, but just so people get an idea of like how this, what's the price?
Okay, so the Forza 150, it's retailing at 499 USD. So it's $499 USD.
Yeah,
All right, how
amazing.
cool is that? How cool is that? Okay, so I see a lot of people texting that they want to have a big gift. Okay, cool. All right, so this is how it works. Okay, so for those of you who has joined us for our PowerTube Mark II X launch, the giveaway mechanics will be pretty similar to that. So what we are going to do is we are going to ask you a simple question, and all you need to do is to answer that question correctly. Okay, but this time round, it's not going to be who is the first person to answer it, but I will ask the question. I'll give you guys some time to think about it to find the answers, because this time the question is going to be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit more time to figure out the answer, and then I'm going to do a countdown. Like three, two, one, and the first person after my countdown who answers the question correctly will win this Forza 150. Okay, so what I will do is I will be sharing my screen on the YouTube platform, so you can actually see live on what's going on. So let me find my page, StreamYard. Okay, let me see if I can share this. Okay, so yep, can you guys see this now? So this is I'm sharing this live. So this is our YouTube channel. So okay, so the comments goes down. So I will pick the first person from below. So the first person who answers this question correctly will win the Forza 150. Okay, so I'm sorry, Luke. I'm not going to pick you.
Oh man.
Okay. All right, cool. So, anyways, the question is what is the lux of the Forza 150 at 1 meter with the reflector? So, what is the lux for the 150, the Forza 150 at 1 meter with reflector? All right, go. So I'm going to do a countdown. So I need to see a lot of answers here. So all right, I see some answers. There are some correct answers and there are some wrong answers. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so if you guys have not subscribed to our YouTube channel or you guys have not followed us on our Facebook or our Instagram, do join us there. Do follow us because we're gonna have a lot more exciting new activities or new campaigns going on, and who knows, we might be launching another new product very soon. All right, cool. So, and also, I think earlier on in our live stream, Luke has mentioned that after this live stream, we will be creating an event on our Facebook group. So just go to Facebook and search for Nanlite user group, and you'll find us there. And we're going to create an event there, and we can have more open discussion about the Forza 150 or even any other products that you want to ask or talk about, and we will be there. Look at myself. We will be there to chat with you and to answer some of your questions. All right. So do join us on our Facebook group event after this live stream, and we can find out more and talk a little bit more about the Forza 150. All right, cool, cool, cool. I see a lot of answers here, and I'm beginning to see more correct answers now. Okay, so let me do this now. So keep typing your answers, keep sending the comment, because this is going to be a really, really random. Okay, so it's not going to be based on the first person who answered it correctly, but it's going to be very random after I count down to 3, 2, 1. All right. So keep pressing your answers, and it's sort of like I don't know, like a wheel of fortune kind of thing, like a jackpot thing where
Roulette.
and then we pick the winner. All right. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to pull the jackpot. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna do a screenshot just to show everyone. Okay, so let me just stop sharing first, and I will share my screenshot. Just give me 1 minute. And okay, here I go. Let me share the screen again. And can anybody guess who is the winner?
It went mad for a second. It went mad. I was looking at my phone and my eyes started to scroll. I was like, it's like a fruit machine.
Okay, so Luke, any guess who is the first person? If you guess the person correctly, I will give you a free Nanlite
T-shirt.
I'll give you a free Nanlite back.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with. I think Bastian Chillax. I think he like his name. I keep seeing a lot. That's a random guess. I don't know if he's the winner. I'm just saying Bastian.
Okay.
He seemed like the one that was there a lot.
Let's see who is the winner. Let's see who is the winner. All right. So I'm sharing screen now, and the first person below who answers the question. Answered correctly will win. So the winner here is Josh and Tolin. Congratulations, Josh and Tolin. So you have won yourself a Forza 150. So you are the first person that I've screenshot after I do a countdown of 3, 2, 1. All right. So you've won the jackpot this time. Okay. So congratulations, John and Tolin. If you're hearing us now, do send us an email at service@nanlite.com. So that is service, service, @nanlite.com. And just drop an email to us, and our team will actually get back to you on how we'll send you this prize. All right. So congratulations to Josh. Okay, cool. So for those of you who didn't win this time around, don't be sad, don't be upset, all right? So you know us, okay? We are always here and we will always be back with more prizes, all right? So for those of you guys who didn't win, okay, don't be sad. We will be here. Stay tuned, join us, follow us on all our social media platforms, all right? And we are going to have a lot more activities where we'll give away more prizes. This is something that I will definitely promise you. All right, so stay tuned and join us. Okay, cool. So I think that is pretty much what we have today. It's good. We are on time this time. But we're going to have a round two on our Facebook group. So Luke will be creating an event there really shortly after the end of the live stream. And for those of you who want to know more about the Forza 150, do join us there, and we can have a chat over there. All right, cool.
Wicked.
So we have some comments here. I just want to share. Thank you, everyone. All right, for joining us today, and we hope to see you again very soon. And whatever you're doing, wherever you are, do take care, stay safe, and also never stop creating. All right. So, any last words for the guys, Luke?
As ever, thank you very much for supporting us. Thank you very much for coming along and participating. And yeah, stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you soon. Come join me in Facebook group and we'll chat.
Awesome. All right. So, see you guys till next time. Ciao.
Take care. Ciao.